As you might notice, this is not a sunny day, but no matter, it's time to start heading home. Like I said, it's time to start heading home. Today's wind was supposed to be favorable. During the night the forecast has dropped down a bit and the wind is not as brisk as it was supposed to be, but perhaps it will pick up when we get further out. So fingers crossed that's the case. So it looks like it's picking up. So we are quite far inshore now, exposed to the ocean, but still there is a lot of stuff breaking the wind. But we are leaving Lammetu, which is this island here with this mountain. Oops, the rain came. And a few windmills. And the German fortress that we looked at yesterday. The wind is hopelessly unstable, but we have company out here. So he has just been down in this direction and made a tack, and that's my plan as well. And we'll see if we can make it work. The North Sea is out there. I just need to make hopefully 2 tacks and I'll glide out in the big ocean. We'll see. I'm just gonna coast along or glide along the coast downwards. So I'm not really going very far out, but there is about 2-meter waves out there today, so I hope I have enough wind to keep the sails filled in those conditions. They're supposed to be 8 seconds apart, so I guess it's going to be good. I'll take the waves at the starboard side quarter, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit rolly, I guess. And I'm going to have bounce back seas from the shore side or the rocks, so that's always fun. So I guess it's going to be uncomfortable. It still is beautiful, even though the weather is not so nice. When we're heading north, we sailed right past this lighthouse. So now I'm heading up a different cut, but I'm passing it anyway. Out here is Vestlandet. We visited that place, and behind it, you know now, the mighty Alden is hiding, and it looks amazing. And then you have some more islands and some more islands and some more islands, and yeah, these windmills, that is still Lammetu, I believe. And here you can go in a different fjord and get some cuts you can hide in to go south, but it's difficult to sail in there if there's too much wind, because the gusts are so unforeseeable. So yeah, the sailing is nice. The sailing is rather good now. We have the wind that's forecasted, so it is perfect to stay reefed because we have good gusts and we are doing the speed we are supposed to, so it's all good. The wind angle is not 100% right, but I believe that is due to all of these islands twisting it. So I guess when I've made my tack and I clear Vestlandet, I'm exposed to the ocean and the wind that's unaffected by the shore too much, hopefully. And then it's just a sprint heading home. So in total I'm doing about 60 nautical miles today. I've planned to something like 12 hours perhaps, with all of the tacking and miserable winds condition in here, so perhaps a little bit less. So we'll see. So I'll give you an update when we have cleared the mainland. Well, I needed to make another tack out to sea because I couldn't make my course. The wind angle is too far south, so I couldn't make it, so I needed to tack out once again. But I guess now I will of course buy myself so much height that I can make the next angle at least. So yeah, good fun. I put full sails up, but now the wind has picked up, so I need to reef again. But I figured I could do it after I've tacked. I'm just going for a few more minutes, and then I'm starting to loosen up sails anyway. So yep, good fun. We are sailing. I've made my last tack for today, I believe. I really hope so anyway. I needed to make quite a number of extra tacks to get out here because the winds shifted too much. It was too unstable and I couldn't make my course. That I had carefully planned looking at windy. So I guess windy let me down last night. We are making our next waypoint, and at that stage I'm just falling off about 15 degrees, and we're heading on the same tack further on. The sea state out here is a bit unsettled. I was expecting more settled winds, or wave patterns, but the main wave pattern from the old wind is doing one thing, and what's blowing now is creating something quite different, and they haven't quite agreed yet. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but the boat handles it well. I had the full main up, and I rolled up the Genoa to the first reef point ish, and that seems to work quite nicely. The boat is comfortable, it's all good. So yeah, I'll just keep on sailing. We have a long stint ahead of us, so let's hope the wind cooperates the rest of the trip. So yeah, I'll go below and grab myself something to eat now. When I made my breakfast, I also made lunch. So I have a cup of hot coffee waiting for me downstairs. So I'm gonna enjoy that in a little bit. I'll just give you a look around with the camera, and I'll let you have an update later on. Very good view, but not the best weather. So I have had my lunch and my coffee and some snacks, and things have been wonderful. The wind is still surprisingly much on the nose, but no worries. The waves that's rolling by underneath us are probably the size that they were promised to be. And now they are more in the direction they were supposed to come from as well. So that has changed quite a bit the last half an hour. I don't know if you can make it out, but in the mist over there somewhere there is a lighthouse. That is E12. We visited that place a few years ago. That's mainland Norway's most westerly point, they say, even though it's an island. And in front of us here we have Innvær, or Indrevær, depends on how you want to pronounce it. And down in this direction you have the Norwegian coast. So now we are rather close to the coast. We're going to pass between Indrevær and the mainland. That is a shipping lane going through there, and the wind direction is perfect today, so I figured why make the extra miles, try to go on the outside in these conditions. So let's see what the conditions will be like down here. Sailing has been good. We have had a bit of rough moments. One point I was a little bit worried about the solar panel, because the waves kept splashing up underneath there, but it kept hanging on, so I think it was just about 3 waves or something, spread apart a bit. So yeah, otherwise it is raining and it is blowing just enough, and the sail configuration is the same. I need to sheet in sometimes and let out a little bit other times, but the course stays the same, and I'm just wiggling my way down here where I'm going. So yeah, when I pass Indrevær, the next obstacle, or the next island that I'm aiming for then will be Paasge, and between Paasge and Rong is just half an hour or so, perhaps a little more, of open ocean in between them. So that's yeah, it's been quick. We have been doing above around 7 knots all the way. Sometimes a bit more, and sometimes perhaps just shy of 7 knots. So we have really been moving since the last tack, so that has been good. Made up some time lost in the beginning. Well, the wind first died, turned quite far in front of me, and it completely died almost. Perhaps not completely, but it felt like the boat nearly stopped. And then it decided it wanted to blow again, but in a different direction. It knocked down the solar panel. I will attend to that later on when the conditions are a little bit better. So I just need a new zip tie in there and stick it back in place. So that's no big problem. And I think what's What's been messing with me is this big squall hitting out here. I think that's what twisted the wind and really pushed me along now. But this is good sailing. The boat is doing well. I needed, of course, to adjust the sails to the wind again. But yeah, we are cruising along the shoreline here. It is quite cool to see how the waves break. I'm glad I'm not closer. Further back here, I had a lot of return sea from the rocks. You see, it's quite a steep hill there, so I guess it really just sent the seas right back out. Now that is much better. I put up the solar panel again and went down for a new zip tie. It is a little bit less rolly, I should say, in here at the moment, so I figured I would just jump at the opportunity. The solar panel is angled a little bit better towards where the sun is behind the clouds, and it makes quite a big difference in what it puts out. So I figured I cannot afford to let that go to waste. So yeah, quick fix. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. I suppose the sea state will be perhaps more forgiving after these islands here. But that's, I don't know if that's right, but something tells me it might be. Otherwise it's just 2 hours until I'm at Faya, so yeah, just enjoying this. I needed to do this, it was good for me. So yeah, I'll let you have another update when we reach Faya if nothing interesting is happening. We have company out here. There is a different sailboat out. He is heading out from I guess Sognefjorden. So I'll see if I need to fall in behind him, or if I will manage to pass in front of him, but we'll see. I'm prepared to fall in behind him. That looks like a bumpy ride today. He's heading much more into the wind than I am now, so I've tried that earlier. I don't think it was that bumpy. Maybe he's falling off his course now a little bit. Perhaps he's going in the same direction as me when he just gets far enough out. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep a close eye on him. But that is a nice boat. Guess it's a Hobbegressing maybe. Catch rigged. Beautiful. We have a little bit of sea out here, but now after I've passed Inver, I think we have German waves here. It must be from Germany. They are so well organized. I'm just joking. Now the sea state has behaved a lot better after we passed Inver. It's been a very different story. So yeah, it looks like I'm passing him in front of him. So perhaps one day he will stumble upon my YouTube channel and he will have the luxury of seeing his own boat sailing. That is always nice. So, to the side of us here, that is Holmen Grå. I've talked about that before. That's the like bespoken landmark. When you reach that one, you're safe. I guess I've been safe all along, but in a storm I can understand why people would really feel a big sigh of relief when they would see that one. But here are some small skerries. Following that chain a little bit, we get to Faye. That's probably hidden in the mist for you, but we are almost at Faye now. Conditions are still okay, and our friend in Halberg Rassi is right back there. I think he is I don't know if you can see him, but he is about right there somewhere in the middle of the picture. I think he is heading for Faye today. I think I will go further. But yeah, this is good sailing. This is really a lot of fun. A little bit wet. But not really cold. I have a lot of clothes on, and these rain clothes, these oilies, they really keep the wind out as well. So as long as you don't overdo something and get sweaty, it's all good. But yeah, it is fun sailing. I doubt that you can make it out, but way in there is a sailboat as well. And here we have a navigation marker and a big shallow. So I'll focus on my course, because there is other shallows around as well, and sometimes even fishing gear around here. So I'll attend to being a responsible captain today. I'll update you later on when we get closer to our anchorage or port. Depends on how much juice there is left in my batteries. I'd like to stay out a few more days, so perhaps I should moor up and charge up. Yeah, we'll see. We are closing up on the marina. I decided on going to the marina. I'll give you an update from there tomorrow, I guess. So this is the marina at Rong. This is the marina that we filled up with fuel and so on when we set off. So I figured I could fill up again today and see how much I've used during the holidays. So that's going to be interesting. But this is what the marina looks like. You can see my sailboat is tied up at the end of the guest pontoon over there. And if you want to fill up with fuel, the fuel dock is all the way in here. If it's quiet like today, you can also tie up on the outside because there is opening in the concrete fencing out there, so you can tie up on the outside and still get fuel. In this direction above the marina there is a small shopping mall and a gas station and such, so it's all good. I'll tag along with a camera now and take some snapshots of the surroundings because it is actually a beautiful place.